Hello for everyone who watching this video. My name is Abdul Manaim Nuha and I am a student at Leeds Beckett University last year uh, studying cybersecurity and digital forensic. Today I'm going to present my graduation project, which is developing a vulnerable web application for educational purpose. I will begin by outlining uh, the structure of the presentation. Uh, Firstly, introduction, then personal contribution. After that, management of the project, then design and implementation of the product. Lastly, summary. Introduction. Securing websites and web applications against many threats is essential for web developers in today's digital landscape. This, despite the availability of the theoretical knowledge, there exists a huge gap when it comes to practical implementation in web security. To address this challenge, this project has developed a vulnerable web application specifically designed to educate web developers on common web vulnerabilities such as security misconfiguration, cross-site scripting, weak session ID, SQL injection, and file upload vulnerabilities. Next slide is personal contribution. I researched existing educational web security applications such as Security Shepherd, Web Got, and Damin Vulnerable website. I noticed that there is a lack of user-friendly approaches when it comes to practice on vulnerabilities. Also, there is a gap between theoretical knowledge and practical skills in web application. So my initiatives involved developing a practical security learning tool. So management of the project. To manage the project effectively, project management tools were employed using the Agile methodology, which is project management framework that break projects down to the several dynamic phase. As you see here, plan, design, develop, test, dynamic review. Then I made a project plan and I stick to the plan from the initial phase, sale, submission, and presentation. This figure or screenshot show the plan for the project. Another project management technician, another project management technique tool used is meeting logs with the supervisor. So and then Git repository. So the Git repository was used to keep the project supervisor updated with the code during design and implementation phase, also to keep the project as the open source. Design and implementation of the product. Technical to design and implement this project, there are many tools used: exam, Visual Studio Code, Laravel. I'm going to show you, and programming languages such as PHP, CSS, HTML, then ZAP, which is a web proxy used to test and interfere request and response of web, then the local PC. So here, this is the exam. Exam is a popular open source software that provide an easy way for developer to create a local web server environment. Alright, then this is a Visual Studio Code, a code editor that hosts the Laravel project and holds a project for writing and supporting various programming languages and frameworks. So Laravel, PHP command Laravel use to run Laravel server. When I click here, I can see the web application, which is named WebGuard. So WebGuard has homepage. Homepage serves as a starting point, encourage user to register and log in to begin learning journey, and why they need to register. Uh, when they click here, they will take to registration, or here for login. About page is give a mission of the website or the WebGuard mission, then history, the team, who is myself and the project supervisor, the value of the web application, which is security, education, and community, and goals. WebGuard and the project goals provide high quality educational resources to developer, help of developer build secure web application, contribute to a safer and more secure web. Resources is provide like real links to education article, blogs, online courses, webinars, workshop, tools, resources. So when I click in on with each one of these, it take to the useful website, provide like much information about the web vulnerabilities. Learning hub contact is provides contact information to the project. Live news is used to keep user informed about the latest trends and best practice in the web application security. It was working using Bing news, live news, but it has API key which is expired. I took a screenshot when it was working and I included in my project. So Learning Hub accessible to register, Learning Hub accessible to register user, unregistered user are redirected to the registration form. When I click here, because unregistered user, redirect to registration form. I already have an account, so I can use user account to test. So upon the user login, they can see a welcome message with their name, user test. Uh, Click on Learning Hub to learn and practice. Learning Hub. Clicking on any vulnerabilities direct learner to a dedicated page. For example, session ID here. On the left hand side displays the security level of the vulnerabilities, begin from basic level, intermediate, advanced, and challenge level. And on hand side, detailed documentation explain the vulnerabilities. This explains the vulnerabilities and provide instruction as well. When I click here, for the session ID, basic level represent a basic implementation of the session ID generation, which is vulnerable to attack due to its predictable nature. This provides here's provide step-by-step information how to practice and exploit these vulnerabilities. Click many times to observe session pattern, like many times, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can like notice is increment by 1. So next time, enter your guess for the next generation. I think will be 7. Check. So one user successfully identify and mitigate a session, weak session ID vulnerabilities. User gets a flag. Then there is a link to view the code, the vulnerable code, and why it's vulnerable. And then like information how to mitigate these vulnerabilities, and later on or when it comes to impossible, they can see a secure code for the form. User can copy this flag to submit it here on the flag dashboard to keep their learning progress. So when come here and paste it here, then select week session ID low is no here week session ID when I submit it. So congratulations, flag submitted successfully, session ID security completed. So let's try one. I like want to submit a wrong flag, so incorrect flag. So let's try to submit it again. Week session ID, this is the flag already submitted. Let's go, and for intermediate level the same process, click many times to observe. This is like the time stamp. It's a little bit harder than that one. Advanced level, when they click here, user need to figure out what this means. So when they use external website, they to see what this means, like come here. One, the next one will be two. Let's copy this. The same. uh, Congratulations, test user identified and mitigate high level. This is a flag, they can submit the flag here. The same process to keep track. Also user provided a source code and more information how to track this, to mitigate these vulnerabilities. So Learning Hub, the same for like cross-site scripting, which has three type of vulnerabilities reflected. Store reflected has 4 level, from low to impossible. Store has 4 level, and let's try one. This is the easiest one. So user get a flag when they practice and solve the challenge. They can submit the flag to keep a track. Medium reflected all the level. The same for SQL injection has 4 level. Basic, beyond basic, blind SQL injection. Here is enough information about the vulnerabilities and how it works and how to mitigate it. When it comes to blind, there is like enough information as well, and this one, a secure one, it's not working toggle, so user have a chance to see the secure website and enough information how to mitigate these vulnerabilities. File upload as well has 4 levels: basic, beyond basic, intermediate, advanced, and enough information how to explaining the vulnerabilities and how to exploit the vulnerabilities and how to challenge the vulnerabilities and how to get a flag. So let's try another user, because Learning Hub is for normal user and for administrator. Normal user is the learner, and administrator who can like manage the vulnerabilities. Let's using administrator account to see what's the difference. So one login as the admin, they can, it's changed. Learning Hub changed to edit Learning Hub and added vulnerabilities. Edit Learning Hub, administrator can like edit security, edit vulnerabilities by adding a new information, or how to mitigate, or like how to description for the vulnerabilities, or add a new vulnerabilities. And here is a clear guidance for completing the vulnerabilities form. Here is the summary. of the presentation, successful address and a need of practical implementation. And thank you for watching, and thank you very much for my supervisor who helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it to him. Thank you very much. Thank you.